It's my CD release party.
Let's hit it. Let's see. 1, 2, 1.
I can't look at you without crying. I can't look at you anymore. I can't look at you without smiling. Whoa, whoa, and I can't look at you. I can't look at you in the morning. I can't look at you anymore. I can't look at you across the water, whoa, whoa, and I can't look at you, 'cause I don't have a clue where I'm hiding, and I don't have a clue anymore, and I don't wanna hear your goodbye, whoa, whoa, 'cause then I can't look at I can't look at you without crying. I can't look at you anymore. I can't look at you without smiling. Whoa, whoa, and I can't look at you. And I can't look at you. Whoa, whoa, and I can't look at you anymore. Thank you so much. This show has been a long time coming. It's so great to see all of you in person here in a theater, and it's wonderful. Some of you said to me as you got here tonight, this is the first music you've seen, so especially indoors. So thank you for being here. And all of you online, thank you for being here as well. It's incredible to be doing this here tonight for you. So that first tune was called I Can't Look At You, and we're actually just going to run through the record tonight, straight through. So just like you're putting it on at home. This next tune is called Out of Sight, Out of Mind. And this tune actually started with just the guitar riff. And you'll hear it right at the beginning. And that's really all I had. And then the lyric, that was years ago. That was probably 10 years ago. And then the lyrics started coming to me about, I would say, 4 months ago or so, and started filling them in, and out it came. And the out of sight, out of mind idea, it's just really about someone who is really close to you, and maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a friend, and maybe you've had a little falling out, and it's about just making sure that they know that you want to mend that. Here we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. out of mind. You fail, you fall, but I won't let you break. On the day you realize I'm the one who gave you what you needed, I refuse to let you stay. Out of sight, out of mind. When you need me, I will be there, I will hold you. You know I'm the one who will dare be your cover, be your other, and I swear you'll never be out of sight, out of mind. One day you'll find I'm not the one who failed you. It comes as no surprise. I am standing right here waiting, eyes wide open. Now you'll never be out of sight, out of mind. Thank you so much. How about this band?
Yeah.
It's a collective unconscious here, and kind of in the middle, and we were very lucky to be joined tonight with Paul Diethelm and Mike Zeleny from the fabulous Armadillos. They're from Slip Twister too.
I took a shower.
You took a shower for this? My word. This is getting good.
Figured.
All right. This next tune, let's see. Oh, by the way, we have a little something for you to do. We want you to kind of keep track of what your favorite song is tonight, because at the end of the show, we're going to have, you can, and it's not open yet, so don't go there yet. It's timed out. So you can go to jeffengholm.com, and you'll be able to take a little poll. And you'll decide, and we'll all vote on what our favorite song on the record is. And then you don't get to vote.
Not yet.
No. And then we'll encore that tune at the end. So it's real time. This is for you people at home as well. So everybody can go at the end when we finish the album. There's 12 tracks on the album, and we're kind of flashing the names on the screen. But you can do that if you want to check it out. If you go to jeffengholm.com, there's also a lyrics section. So if you forget kind of what things sounded like or how the words were, you can check that out as well. So it's kind of a fun thing. This next tune is called "Someday Soon." This has been around for probably 20 years. Some of these songs are brand new. Some of them are older than my students up here from St. John's Prep who are sitting here tonight. So this song is about, I know my good friend Doug Wood has a song called Someday I'll, and it's kind of the same idea. But it's just all those things that you wish you will do someday, but maybe never quite get around to. So, yeah, let's just see how this goes. Someday soon I will rearrange my notes and organize. Someday soon I will juxtapose the truth into my rhymes. Someday soon Someday soon, someday soon I will be myself, stop wearing my disguise. Someday soon I will learn to leave my troubles at the door. Someday soon I will pick my broken heart up off the floor. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I will keep myself from always wanting more. Looking away over my shoulder back to yesterday, retrace the path, mulling over what was then someday has passed away. Someday soon I will start to read my books between the lines. Someday soon I will finally rediscover the divine. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I will learn to turn the water into wine. Looking away over my shoulder back to yesterday, retrace the path, mulling over what was then someday has passed away. Someday soon I will sail the 7 seas to every shore. Someday soon I will find the guts to show up at your door. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I'll admit that you're the one that I adore. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I will build that little cabin in the woods. Someday soon, oh, I knew you'd think I knew, I thought I should. Someday soon, oh, a visit to the woods would do me good. Thank you. Now, how we doing so far? How's the sound in here? Yeah? I hope it's sounding good out there too. Thanks to all of you that are streaming in. It's really cool. We got Bitstream Productions here tonight helping us out. Brian and Donna, right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Brain, for remembering. This next tune happened last year, right before the end of times. We did a show celebrating my last solo record's 20th anniversary, and at that point, I had no inclination to do another record. I just thought it'd be fun to promote the 20th anniversary of Summit Climb, which is my last solo record, not available in stores, unfortunately. But
I got a bunch of them.
you got a bunch? Okay, all right. Just send me an email. I'll send you one. If you. Anyway, so we did that at the Pioneer Place last year, and I thought, well, it'd be fun to just write a tune and to use it to promote for the show, and that's exactly what I did. And actually, this is part of a songwriting workshop that I took 2 summers ago. With this guy from England, and it was supposed to be a 2-hour workshop, and the guy was so excited and getting into it. It lasted 4.5 hours, but I don't know. This was kind of my my little worksheet. Like this is what I kind of took away from it, and it's a story about two people who are kind of hovering around each other. There's a line in here that says orbits without gravity, where they both know that they are like each other, but they don't have the guts to kind of admit it and come together. It's kind of like looking down the aisle of the grocery store, and we're on one side and she's looking around the other, and they just kind of miss each other all the time. So, but it's just kind of encouraging them to get out there. Another weekend is gone, slipping by, ticking time ever slowly. They'll try again in a while, but for now, nothing gained, losing something. They tell themselves it's hard to score, the courage to get out that door. But this time will be different, I can feel it. Got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself if nobody else will. Got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself and nobody else will. She's got to make it this time. She's out there, she's the one, and he knows it. She's building up her resolve. There's a boy that she knows, she tries to control it. Orbits without gravity, there's so much more out there to see. They know it's true, but they just can't seem to believe it. It's time to stop this sight unseen. You're going out for Halloween. It's time to get out and show the whole world that you're ready. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself if nobody else will. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself and somebody else will. Sometimes he feels so strong, he's already slipping away. Sometimes she feels so beautiful, turn around, feeling's gone, oh God, the nights are so long. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself if nobody else will. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself and somebody else will. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself and everyone else will. You've got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, then everyone else will. All right. Pop-O-Rama on that one. Yeah. It's what I described to Paul as another in a series of my television theme shows, theme songs for television shows that don't exist. So any big producers out there, let's talk. All right, this one started out as it was a couple summers ago, and I was just sitting out on a sunny day in the summertime, which is generally one of the few times of the year that I actually have time to write. But this little thing came out of me, just kind of this chunky thing, and I was trying to imagine it like a Prince song, because Prince had recently passed away, and I was just thinking about him, and it has this kind of oh yeah thing going on, and so that's kind of where that came from. And then I had the lyrics for this song, and I really didn't care for them. And then eventually, I came around when I was told about a friend of mine, a close friend of mine's friend, who was going through kind of a breakup, and all of a sudden it kind of made sense. It's really the story of how when with relationships and when they start. I mean, I kind of swore I don't write relationship songs, right? That's not my thing, but. Anyway, it kind of worked because it's when it began, it was a beautiful thing, and then it led to this and that, the other thing, and then all of a sudden, it's not a thing anymore. So it's kind of this little journey. This one's kind of fun because it's got a little kind of Green Day thing in the middle that gets kind of hard rocking. So it's fun to play on the track. I actually play. What's that? A swingy Green Day. Welcome to my record. Yeah, sometimes they try to argue with me about what I did wrong, and it's like, hey man, my name's on the copyright here. And actually, it was this song, right? I had a wrong chord in my own song. Is this the one?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
But we won't make any funny looks when we play it.
No, don't look at their faces. I was gonna say, the original track has a trombone trio on it. And unfortunately, I couldn't play the trombone and sing it at the same time, so Paul Diethelm was going to fill in. Right. He's going to use the guitar to fill it in. And he's actually got a trombone pedal down there. It's perfect.
All right.
Anyway, here we go. Let's chunk this thing. This is When It Began. Oh yeah, oh yeah, when it began was just the other day, and then it became all night. We were just people in the right place at the wrong time. But when it began was just alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When it began was just the other night. Everything's good, it just felt right. It was like watching all the words just find their rhythm and rhyme. When it began was just alright. Before it began, you were so far away. I never knew you were so right. I saw the light. But when it began was just alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, when it began was right before the end, and we have tried with all our might. but things just never seem to stay the way they started. But when it began was just alright. Before it began, you were so far away. I always thought you were so right. But now we've said goodnight. When it began was just alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Vote for that one.
Go for that.
Don't skew the poll.
Oh, if you vote for that one, I promise I'll play it right next time.
Oh, jeez.
All right, you need to take two. You need to take two. Okay, score one for Paul. All right. By the way, this is Muggsy over here on guitar from the Collective Unconscious. Nathan on guitar to my right. Here we go. Back there on the keyboards, we have George Maurer. And back here, he's been kind of my right-hand man through this whole process. I honestly can say that I don't think this record would be what it is without him. This is Scott Chabot on drums back here. Yeah. Oh, and that guy. Well, yeah. What? Michael? Yeah. I already introduced him. I introduced those guys. Yeah. Yeah. Pay attention, Nathan.
It's okay.
I tune because you care.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, this next tune is got a this little riff has been around for a long time, at least 20 years, and it's all I had was the little chorus, sailing on Bluefin Bay, and it's got these kind of weird chords to it, and that's all I had. I had this little snippet of a demo that I would listen to. Occasionally, it would just pop back into my head, and I'm just like, God, I got to do something with that someday, and so I finally took it upon myself to write verses for it, to kind of fill it in, and they actually came very easily. It's just kind of a vibe song, and I hope you can kind of get the feeling of kind of moving across the water and just letting everything slide away behind you. This is called Sailing on Bluefin Bay. Sailing on Bluefin Bay, sailing on Bluefin Bay. All my troubles melt around me, I can feel them drift away, and they ne'er again shall find me as I'm sailing on the bay. Sailing on Bluefin Bay. Sailing on Bluefin Bay. The sun is on the water, tears are in my eyes. Through the wind and waves I wander. Feel my soul is on the rise. Sailing on bluefin bay. Sailing on bluefin bay. Depths below are calling, but there's another way I found. It's the sails keep me from falling when I'm back standing on the ground. Sailing on blue. Sailing on bluefin bay. Sailing on bluefin bay. Sailing on bluefin bay. Thank you. This, by the way, is not your average run-of-the-mill recorder. This is an alto recorder. It's a little bigger than the one you played in elementary school and burned people's eardrums out with.
Suck.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd like to officially welcome Mike and Paul to the Collective Unconscious for, now that they've played a song with us with a recorder, they're officially in the band.
That's the initiation. So far, that's pretty painless.
Yeah.
It was this time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You should have heard me at rehearsal last week. Yeah. By the way, Bluefin Bay is a place. You've probably driven by it. It's on the North Shore. And all I know about it really is the sign. I've never actually
He's never
sailed
sailed it.
on Bluefin Bay.
A hell of a sign, though.
That's a great sign. It just sparked something in me. It was a mental
Hey,
journey.
Nathan, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that where Joe McMullen got married?
Yes, it is, actually.
So you
I've
have
stayed
been
there.
to Bluefin Bay.
I have been to Bluefin Bay. It's
There
nice.
you go. Okay, cool.
Played her wedding.
All right. Very good.
Didn't take.
This next tune is called "Feel the Sting," and the reason it's called "Feel the Sting," it was a total working title. I had no lyrics. I had nothing. In fact, this song is actually two songs smashed together. I had two totally different ideas that I mashed up, and I had these lyrics that so "Feel the Sting" is a reference to Sting because the main riff of the song kind of sounds like a Police song. So just to keep track of it in my head, I called it "Feel the Sting" because I thought that was kind of funny, and I like to amuse myself apparently. Yes, thank you, Scott. So actually, Scott had a lot to do with how this tune ended up. When we were in the studio around Christmas time, right around New Year's, yeah, and he kind of helped me to rearrange it a little bit so it made more sense. But anyway, I had these lyrics that I really didn't like them, and these I really didn't like. I was like, this song is so cool, and the lyrics are really lame. So I kept trying to work with it. So then I thought, well, feel the sting. This is I'm gonna geek out on you here for just a minute.
Skip to the recipe.
I know. Hey, it's my show. I get to do this once. So, anyway, so I thought to myself, feel the sting. Where's it? Sting, sting, sting. Oh, yeah, there's a sword named Sting. And, oh, yeah, now let's think about, okay, now what did Sting do? Oh, it stabbed that spider in Lord of the Rings, a Shelob thing. So I had these kind of generic, again, relationship lyrics. I tossed those in the garbage, and I wrote something I usually write very upbeat songs that are kind of positive, and I just went dark. So it's kind of about her. It's about this spider woman thing. And yeah, and I just had a ball writing it because I never get to write like that. And it was kind of a again, a workable songwriting moment. But I showed him to Scott, or I played him the demo of the new lyrics. He's just like, yep, that's it. So I thought it was too far, but apparently not. So this is called Feel the Sting. You're watching, you're waiting, you've got to spring this trap, and soon you're hungry, you're needing some fool to stumble into you. They know you're hiding, no one has ever seen your face. They don't dare come knocking, they feel your deadly cold embrace. They want them, you need them. You've got to try. You're getting older. Whoa, oh, there she goes. Oh no, you're getting bolder. Whoa, oh, there you go again. Oh no, you're getting colder. Whoa, oh, there she goes. Oh no, you're getting dead. Your stocking is walking right straight into you. Now finally you have him, but something steals away your eyes. There's something you're missing. You're gonna feel the sting this time. Can't fight it, you tried it, and now you fly. You're getting older. Oh, there she goes. Oh no, you're getting bolder. Whoa, oh, there you go again. Oh no, you're getting colder. Whoa, oh, there she goes. Oh no, you're getting dead. George Maurer on the keyboards there. Yeah. So, one thing, I sometimes at lunch at school, because we couldn't gather for lunches for a long time, I had to sit in my office by myself, and yeah. And so I started getting in the habit of watching Colbert during lunch, and I learned through that process after I wrote this song that apparently he's a big Lord of the Rings fan, and so I'm putting a challenge out there right now to Stephen Colbert. I want to be on your show and play this song. And we can act out a scene together from Lord of the Rings. It'll be amazing.
Who plays Aragorn? I don't know.
You know, I don't know. All right. The next tune is called, yeah. The next tune is called Flipped, and this is kind of a funny story. It's a story about me as a child digging a hole to China. We had read a story in like elementary school that day, like 5th grade or something, about a kid who dug a hole to China, and whatever. And this was a long time ago. And so, unfortunately, when we got home, we started digging, and my friend Charlie, it was actually a guy named Charlie Morse, we went over to his house, and his parents weren't home. We got some shovels, started digging, and we got bored and tired and stopped after we got, I don't know, we got a little ways down there. Of course, it seems like it was probably that when I was in 5th grade, right? So anyway, the dad comes home and says, what are the shovels out for? And he walks around behind the garage, and he comes back in the house and said, now, boys, what were you doing back there? You just about hit the main power line to the house. We were like inches. And so this whole song is about what would have happened if we would have hit that power line. And I had a different friend in high school who used to like to mess with people's minds. His name was Brian. He thought he was really smart. He is really smart, actually, but he liked to mess with people. And he would go around trying to convince everybody that they were just figments of his imagination. He's one of these guys. He's now like he works in art down in New Orleans. But anyway, so I just thought, well, you hit this thing and you have an entire lifetime of memories that flood into your brain from the surge of electricity. So it's just that kind of premise about this whole thing. So it's a wild premise, right? So then I think, well, this song it's a crazy song, so it needs a crazy guitar solo. And who else would I call but this man right here? Now, I knew Paul was a huge Eddie Van Halen fan. Can you tell? Yeah. So I said, Paul, will you do this? And he immediately said, yes, absolutely. And he said, what do you want me to do? I said, do all the things you've always wanted to do and never could. That was his instructions. And he came back with I got this text with a little MP3 attached to it, and it played the solo, and my head just exploded right there. I was just like, oh my God, this is, it's like Eddie Van Halen and Brian May were conjoined, and they made one person. So this is called Flipped. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3. What a trip, the world has flipped, and now we're upside down. That hole I dug to China, twisted backwards underground. Think the fate to stop the spade that could have put me down. For hidden in the dirty dark, a shocking line was found. For all I know, I hit that thing. Now I'm far beyond. You're all imagination in a world that's been and gone. The pen I grasp is flashing neurons prompted by the jolt. A lifetime's worth of memories stored in a lightning bolt. All right. Now you know your origins. So question now what's real. For your soul is my creation. In my mind your fate is sealed. Never underestimate the shocked mind of the fool. Can't you feel your short-lived life tick away? Slowly by the jewel. Paul, stretch, Diethelm. Letting loose. I got this great little video of him at rehearsal, and he had that guitar, and I said, "What's with that guitar, Paul?" And he just held it up and looked right down and said, "It's the right tool for the job." It was awesome. This next tune is also quite old. This song I kind of put out as a little teaser last fall with a little video on it with a bunch of images of flocking birds, basically, that were gathering to head south for the winter. But what this song was originally written for, ironically, was 9/11. It was kind of my response, and it's always dangerous to write. You know, you hear a lot of songwriters say, "Well, I didn't want to write a pandemic song," you know. But in this case, I was just, I mean, I think a lot of us in this room remember that time very well. And we know exactly where we were. It's one of those moments in history that just doesn't go away. And so I just wanted to write something about and it kind of works for what's been going on in the last year and a half, where we still found ways to gather together, even through it all. You know, we all learned what Zoom was. We all, we did what we could to stay in touch and now we're finally coming out of this thing, and it's fantastic. And here you are as living proof, right? Yeah. And this is called Gathering for Winter. We are gathering for winter. As the sun turns down its flame, we are preparing for the long, cold, lonely days. We have reaped the fruits of summer, and the autumn's final days have drifted by now, only memories remain. We've prepared a little nest for us to cozy in, 4 sturdy walls with shelter from the storm. A simple world with simple gifts, no pain, no strife, no broken rifts. It's beautiful, wonderful, but it's rarer than a unicorn. We are gathering together, some out of fear, some out of strain. There are times when friends must gather, come what may. As the world keeps getting colder, we must protect what still remains of what is real and good and beautiful and strange. But who knows what the future brings? We may get bit and feel the sting, forsaken by the powers that will be. It's hard to muster hope at times, to find the words and make the rhymes, when nothing's making sense and there's nothing left to read between the lines. We are gathering for winter. As the sun turns down its flame, we are preparing for the long, cold, lonely days. As the world keeps growing colder, we must protect what still remains of what is real and good and beautiful and strange. Thank you. That was the original title of the album, actually. The working title of the album was Real and Good and Beautiful and Strange, but I decided it wasn't very memorable. So, and I like Little Big Things better. This next tune is called Startup Man, and I hope you're all remembering, by the way, that we have a little vote coming up at the end of this for your favorite song, right? So in a little bit, you can go to jeffengholm.com, and if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see a poll, and you'll be able to take it, and we'll tally the results in real time and play that song. Another thing you can do there or anywhere is and I encourage you people online to please, if you would be so kind as to donate some money to this cause. These guys are amazing, and they deserve to get paid for their work. Yes. So please don't make me stiff them at the end of the night. And I just please be generous. I mean, you're supporting the music. You're supporting my next album, paying for this album, which is, you know, it's not a cheap endeavor, and paying for these guys and the venue. Tommy here at La Musique Room has been so kind to me, and really gone out of his way to make sure, because in his own words, they love original music here at La Musique Room when they can do it. So thanks to him and to the whole staff here, and yeah. But I still have to pay him. So please, there's a donate button on my website. You can go to Jeff Engholm Music at PayPal. You can just put that in PayPal, and it'll find me, and just help us out. We'd really appreciate it. Since if this show is better than free, send something in. All right. Anyway, Startup Man. So this I have a thing in my little blurb about the record about the pitfalls of entrepreneurialism, and in the interviews that I've done so far, people tend to glom onto that, and that's this song. That's what this song is about. It's just about. And musicians can easily fall for this trap, right? Of you're working your career. You're working, it can be anybody. It could be starting a company. It could be doing anything creative where you kind of lose sight of the things and the people around you. And all of a sudden you're starting to lose things. And before you realize it, it's too late. And so that's kind of what this song is about. This actually originally featured Al Osmus, our very good friend Al Osmus, who's a saxophone player, because I wanted him to play tenor sax, because on my original solo record 20 years ago, he played this brilliant sax solo on it. So I just wanted to bring things around and have him come in. Well, he showed up at the studio with a flute. And so there's a flute on the record and not a saxophone. But you know what? It ended up being amazing. And he couldn't be here with us tonight. He really wanted to be, but he couldn't be here. So we're going to feature Stretch and George and Muggsy on this tune. This is called Startup Man. 1, 2, 3. Startup Man. He does all that he can. Does no other man do it like you do? Why won't he talk to me? Why won't he talk to me? It's like he doesn't see. He sees right through me. He's following her. He knows his way around. Falling to the ground. She's got a lover. I was calling you. I was calling you. Days just disappear. It's getting late to tell. It's getting late to tell. She's slipping away. Muggsy and George, stretch. All right. This next tune is called Wake Up With You, which is kind of a different take on a familiar theme in rock and roll music. But this is about just you see something you really want to try, and you want to make something work, and you don't just want the fling zing thing. You really want to put yourself into it. This is called Wake Up With You. The guitars. I wanted to write a guitar rock song. So that's that.
You did it.
I did it. All right. I'm going to tune this thing quick. Now we're to the last track. To the last track of the album. That's number 12. I know, right? And forgive me for talking too much tonight, but I love to share the stories that go behind the record, and I hope you found it enlightening to some degree. Well, okay. It's fun when songs have stories and when you kind of get a sense for where they came from. And, I'm not a Nashville hit machine. I'm just a guy in a home studio with a few microphones and the desire to do something cool. And at least I hope so. I think so. I like it. So this next song, I'll just say it. Last summer, my mom passed away, and kind of unexpectedly. And she, I wouldn't say that the album's not about her, but it may very well have, and I'm kind of realizing as time goes on that it may very well have been my response to that whole situation. And if there's anything on the record that is about her, it's the middle section of this song, and there's a couple of things in there that she used to say to me. There's the lines in the middle are, "I remember you lived what I became. Don't sweat the small stuff and learn to play the game." She used to say those things to me all the time. And no, she didn't rhyme so much, but no, yeah, my mom Kathy. She's. I would love for her to have heard this and to be a part of it, but this is the best we can do. So I want to, before we go into this last tune, I just want to thank this band one more time. And yeah, okay. Let's. This is the last track on the record. So after this, we'll do a little voting. Okay, here we go. Here's Little Big Things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little big things in the quiet times, in the alone time. The little things get washed away in the flood of the everyday, become as big as they should be when nothing else is in the way. Little big things in the quiet time, in the alone time. We are here together, we are here alone. We have just to look around to see how we have grown. Little big things in the quiet times, in the alone time. I remember you lived what I became. Don't sweat the small stuff and learn to play the game. I remember our time is through, but your love shines through. The little big things in the quiet time, in the alone times. Taking things for granted is is not what's good and true. I'm gathering my rosebuds now and sending them all to you. Little big thing in the quiet times, in the alone time. Little big thing. That's Little Big Things.
Jeff Engholm.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe it, that it really happened. And that you're here and you get to share this night with us. Thank you.
It's not an easy thing, Jeff Engholm.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing.
Thank
From
you.
concept to writing and recording and just the follow through and all of it, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's a really, really hard thing to accomplish. It really is, man.
Thank you, Paul. And there's one person I got to thank that was really instrumental in this whole thing, and that's my partner, Amy Grinsteiner. She I literally could not have done this without her. And she's the only person on the record listed 3 times because she's thanked, and I listed her as an assistant producer because she was. And I would bounce things off her all the time, like, what's this idea? What do you think of this? And she was always honest, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you. And speaking of Amy, she's actually going to tally the vote while we're playing these next 2 songs here. So get on jeffengholm.com and just scroll down a bit and vote for your favorite track. And no. And vote for your favorite track. And we're going to do 2 songs from my old Summit Climb 20 years ago solo record that's kind of become a big part of the repertoire of the Collective Unconscious over the years. So we're going to get a little rocking on you here. And while you think about it and while you vote, remember you can check out the lyrics to the tunes if you've forgotten the order or anything like that. But here we go. I lost it. There it is. That, because this otherwise this will hurt me. Well, the mountain is not what they say. You cannot live there from day to day. The riverside is steep. The money don't come cheap. Can I decide what I should pray to the God, to the gods of the mountainside. 50 feet tall and 30 feet wide, God of the mountainside. Well, Cupid this, Cupid that, I ain't no sophomore. I got to get myself off the floor. Drink from the river, sing from the trees. Someday I'll give up my wicked ways. I'll learn to settle down and give my heart to you and let my life be free. be saved. My head was too empty and my soul was too weak to get anywhere closer from the grave. So I can't live like this no longer, baby. See, I can't live like this no longer, baby. See, I can't live like this no longer, baby. See, I'll do what I want, and I'll say what I want, and I'll do what I want, and I'll play what I want, and I'll sing what I want.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, let's do that song again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that one again.
John Swatsky on sound, playing triage there. Yeah. So thank you, John, for all the shenanigans up here. This is this next song will follow me to my grave. You can keep voting. We're gonna get the tally here in just a second. I wrote this at 4 o'clock in the morning in a country kitchen in Little Falls, Minnesota. Here we go.
All the good songs.
Now I really do have to stop this because
It's completely tuned wrong.
I'm still tuned for the last song.
That sounded like Country Kitchen at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Very much.
I understand it so much better now.
So we're gonna get a little countrified on you. I think the problem might be up here. So can you guys take this?
Yeah, man.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go 1. I went to the mountain with money and time. I sat by the river and I drank me some wine. I put out my pen and I sipped it for gold. And with the cheer on my face as the summer grew old, I stayed on that mountain till the river ran dry. My pockets were empty and a tear in my eye. The wind started howling, the snifter grew cold. That's when I met the whore of Babylon and gave her my soul. She had eyes of blue, she had lips of red, she had hair of gold, and a big old brass bed. I should have run while I could, but I stayed. What the hell? She said, I am the whore of Babylon, but you can call me Jezebel. Take it, Stretch. I came off that mountain, I cursed and I cursed and I swore to spare me, but I begged her for more. My eyes are as empty as the mountain is old. 'Cause when I met the whore of Babylon, salvation was sold. She had eyes of blue, she had lips of red. Not available in stores.
Yes.
All right, well, it's time. It's time to get the tally. Amy, do you have something for us? Oh, really? Someday soon.
Is your guitar healthy enough for that?
Someday soon. Yes, I believe so. Someday soon. Wow, thank you, everybody. Thank you again to the cast and crew here at the Musique Room. We're going to do this, and then we got one little farewell for you at the end. Thanks to all of you online. Please, if it behooves you, you may have noticed that when you finished the poll, it brought you to a lovely place where you could actually donate some money. So please, I wasn't trying to trick you. Just letting you know that it's there, and if you could please support what we're trying to do up here and continuing to make music, because I want to keep doing this, for goodness sake. All right, here we go. Yeah. Gathering for winter, or not gathering for winter.
Someday soon. Is your guitar behaving? Do you want to try it?
I think. I just need to get it in tune. That would help. Yeah, why don't we do that? Might as well. Please stand by. That's George Maurer, everybody. He's always on call. He does weddings, bar mitzvahs. And what? I can't say that in the microphone, George. He's so vulgar back there. That's why he never gets a microphone.
Oh, you should hear Scott Chabot. George Tourette's Lauer.
Someday soon. Thank you, Amy, for tallying the results. Here's someday soon. All right. 2, 3. Someday soon I will rearrange my notes and organize. Someday soon I will juxtapose the truth into my rhymes. Someday soon. Someday soon. Someday soon I will be myself, stop wearing my disguise. Someday soon I will learn to leave my troubles at the door. Someday soon I will pick my broken heart up off the floor. Someday soon. Someday soon. Someday soon I will keep myself from always wanting more. Looking away over my shoulder back to yesterday. Retrace the bad, mulling over what was then someday has passed away. Someday soon I will start to read my books between the lines. Someday soon I will finally rediscover the divine. Someday soon. Someday soon. Someday soon I will learn to turn the water into wine. Looking away over my shoulder back to yesterday. Retrace the path, mulling over what was then someday has passed away. Someday soon I will sail the 7 seas to every shore. Someday soon I will find the guts to show up at your door. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I'll admit that you're the one that I adore. Someday soon, someday soon, someday soon I will build that little cabin in the woods. Someday soon, oh, I knew you think I knew, I thought I should. Someday soon, oh, a visit to the woods would do me good. Thanks for voting, everybody. That's really fun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Bitstream. Thank you to John Schwatsky on sound, Tommy Pickard, and all the people here at the Music Room for being so supportive and so great. And all of you for being here live and in person. And all of you out there online who tuned in tonight, just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And especially, let's give it up one more time for this amazing band. I did not make their job easy.
No. You tune your guitar down.
All right, this song, we've always used this song at the end of our shows, of our Collective Unconscious shows. It's called the Traveling Song. It's meant as a benediction and to send you on your way. And again, I just cannot thank you enough. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come gather round, people throughout the land. Let us join hands. Let us give thanks. Let us give to each other in love. Each moment has infinite chances. No need to go far. Come together and feast and dance. Love will conquer, chances are. Now you look around, never see a stranger. They're all your relations, we're all one voice. We all sing the same song. Ponder the beauty of every day. It's never too far. Suddenly you'll see another way. Love will conquer, chances are. I see so many familiar faces out here tonight. Old friends, students, new friends. I hope to meet you out front a little bit, and just thank you so much. I cannot say it enough. I'm going to keep making some music for you if you keep coming to see me, and we're going to do this together. Let's go forward in this pandemic and move on and have life together. Thanks. The true joy of living is forgiving. Say to kill new pouvoir. Above all else, be kind to yourself. Love will conquer, chances are. Above all else, be kind to yourself. 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 Be kind to yourself. Above all else, 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 be kind to yourself. Thank you. Good night.
Jeffrey!
Chabot, Muggsy, Lauer, Mike Zeleny.
Jeff Engholm.
Yeah!
Thank you all. Have a great evening.